welcome to another broadcast of Friday Night Football here on South Hadley Sports Network. Alongside Justin Moskell, I'm Brady Deniston. Now, these Tigers are coming off a huge confidence boost win against Taconic, and the boys have been buzzing since. Senior carrier Owen Dawson had one of the plays of his life with a 65-yard carry for a touchdown on the first snap of the game. Players like Brady Courier, Julius Hebinth, and Nehemiah Marin also had big carries and receptions to lead the Tigers to a 52-20 win.
That's right, Brady, but on the other side of the ball, the defense was a brick wall. Sophomore linebacker Josiel Ramos had a multi-tackle game with 1 tackle for loss and a sack. Other guys like Noah Marion and Griffin Soderbaum were also a nice surprise on defense.
That's absolutely. Well, these games are certainly a team effort, but tonight should be another offensive wipe as the 0-5 Ludlow Lions are in town. And Justin, with the way these Tigers played last week, we should see even more scoring for the Black and Orange this evening.
That's right. Quarterback Burke Belsky will be under center for the Tigers tonight. And although they're going to be a run-heavy offense most likely tonight, I wouldn't be surprised if Burke goes for a big game. They're going to need him to step up in the big 3rd and 4th down plays, and it's equally on his receivers to make big plays and execute.
You know, the last game, we saw a lot of JV players make their way into the game. Sophomore Nate McMains came in, recording a tackle and unfortunately a fumble. Fellow 10th grader Adrian DeBeer came in, recovering a fumble in the end zone.
But tonight, in one of the last games of the seniors' careers, we hope to see some veteran presence. Players like Owen Dawson, Marty Lockery, and Brady Courier will be headed off the squad come late November.
Regardless of what happens tonight, we have quite the game for you here tonight. It's the Tigers and the Lions in what would be a sick fight if it were to break out in a zoo. Here on South Hadley Sports Network, your home for South Hadley Tigers athletics. And we will turn it over to the public address announcer and eventually Beth Ann Curtis's Tiger Pride Marching Band.
Remember that high school athletics encourage good sportsmanship. We ask that your conduct towards players, coaches, officials, and fans demonstrates good sportsmanship and respect for all in attendance. Officials for tonight's game are Dan Donnemeyer, Dale Long, Tim Hanlon, Charles Stevenson, and Matthew Everson. Would you please rise for the playing of the national anthem by the South Hadley High Marching Band.
Yeah, one, two. I say we can.
They do. And they do.
That's how Hadley won the coin toss and is elected to kick off. Ludlow will receive the ball first on the first kickoff.
So South Hadley won the kickoff and elected to punt the first play of the game. So the Ludlow Lions will be starting with the ball. And as soon as we get a beat on who starting quarterback is, we will let you know. So Justin, you caught a little bit of the game last week. What can we expect going into this one?
We're going to expect heavy run game. Owen Dawson all night. They're going to hand the ball off. Late in the game, I wouldn't be surprised if we see some passes, but I'm going to expect once they get the ball after this first drive, they're definitely going to be running the ball.
At what point do you think we start seeing some of the JV bubble players?
Well, it depends what the score is. If we're in the fourth quarter and it's a blowout on either side, we'll see it, but it's only going to be if there's a blowout. We're not going to see it if we're late in the fourth and it's a tight game.
As Ryan Fourier executes another incredible kick and sets the Lions to start up just behind the 30. And the person who caught that was Daniel McKenney Jr., the senior wide receiver.
First down on their own 31-yard line.
Starting quarterback is apparently Coach Baker. He hands the ball off to Josh Marino, and he will not gain a big kick.
Wouldn't be surprised if we see a lot of runs from Ludlow to start out.
I mean, this is high school football. You're not expecting the QBs to be All-Americans right off the bat, so you always start with a run-heavy offense. Baker takes a snap, hands off to Marino, and that'll be a tackle for loss, I believe. And it will be a third down.
Bringing the blitz early. Defensive coordinator Dean Carey cooking that one up. Love the call, blitz early, first drive of the game. Trying to force a punt here on third.
I will say, when Justin and I were drafting our script for this, we did express some gratitude and appreciation for Mr. Dean Carey. So, Dean, if you listen to this on a recording, we have all the respect.
That's right.
So Cody Baker under center takes the snap. He'll send a pass. It's a Hail Mary type pass. And it's to
Oh, he caught it.
Daniel McKenney Jr. And it's good. It's complete.
What a play. That ball was tipped.
We were certainly wrong saying that this is going to be a run-heavy offense. I mean, obviously the first few plays are runs, but a Hail Mary on the first drive of the game.
Go route on the far side. Tip drill, just like the tip drill in practice.
So we'll have a look. 1st and 10. Handoff there to Marino. He's going to get across the 50, and he's down just past the 35, or the 45, that's in the 44. That was Marty Lockery on the tackle. Last year, Marty was out the whole season with a lower leg injury, but he's coming back strong this year. It'll be a 2nd and 8. Snap. Handed off again to Marino.
Another blitz.
They're blitzing there. We're going to bring them down. And a tackle for loss there.
Another great play call.
Very similar situation to what we saw in the last couple set of downs.
Blitz one linebacker, one drops back.
They're crediting the tackle to freshman Noah Hamlin. Basketball standout, made varsity football as a freshman, and I believe he'll be playing lacrosse in the spring as well. So Noah's an all-around athlete that you're going to want to be looking out for.
Nobody. Oh, never mind.
Okay. Quarterback's deep. Looks like it could be a passing play. It's going to be another passing play to McKinney Jr. again. He's almost taken down there by Griffin Soderbaum. He gets laid flat out. But he will get taken down regardless. And it'll be a 4th and 5 or 6.
That's exactly what I was about to say. That receiver was uncovered. There was just one corner, and he was about 10 yards off of him. Short pass was easy.
We do have the starters for tonight. At corners, it is Griffin Soderbaum and Julius Hebens. So, just given what you've seen so far, what do you think of those two guys?
So far, Soderbaum needs to step up on the ball. He's playing too far off the line of scrimmage.
You know, he's a small guy, he's a lanky guy. You're not necessarily expecting him to make those big plays. He's going to fumble the handoff. Big intercepted by Marty Locree.
Dropped it.
He dropped it.
Knocked away by number 34, Marty Locree. South Hadley will take over. First down on their own 41-yard line.
Well, I'll be gosh darned. I apologize for saying that. I will never say that again. Well, as we get set for the offense, once again, we do have our starters.
See if they bring the heat on this punt.
I do not believe they're punting. That'll be Bert Belsky under center. His running backs, he's got Owen Dawson and Julius Hebens with Griffin Soderbaum lining up as a receiver. And then on the O-line, it's Jaden McMains, Jasiel Ramos, Braden Koski, Ryan Poirier, and Ethan Haber down the middle. Oh. And a flag on the play there. I did mean to mention Marty Locree as a fullback.
It's a false start on the offense.
5 yards back there.
Motion man left too early before the snap.
Who was it on? Did you hear that?
Number 2.
Julius Hebens there.
Julius.
Oh, okay.
So QB1 Bert Belsky will try and cook something up with his offense. Now, Justin, when we were drafting our pregame blurbs, you were mentioning how important it is to have a quarterback committee. And now we've seen a lot of Belsky. Noah Marion used to play quarterback, but he hasn't been slinging this year. What's the importance in a QB committee?
It's just the versatility. We can go to one guy. Here's a big run.
Oh, that's incredible. We're seeing something similar to what we saw last game in Noah Marion, who we were just talking about.
You don't need a quarterback committee when you have a running back like that.
Great work there from Marion.
First down, ball on the Ludlow 18-yard line.
From the 18. So we retract our previous statements. A quarterback committee isn't always the most effective strategy.
Definitely not, but it can be nice. You can go first half, one guy, second half, come out with a whole new game plan.
It's all about versatility.
Now Belsky's in shotgun. No running backs out. There's Dawson in motion. Fumbled.
Belsky will recover for a loss. Just unfortunate.
Play recovered by number 16, first Belsky. Brings up his second down and 15 off the 24-yard line.
We do have a lot of cheerleaders on the sidelines. I do believe this is some sort of youth cheerleader event.
Dawson in the backfield, I'd look for him.
And a call motion. He'll get off to the races pretty soon. He'll come across the defense and into the end zone for a touchdown.
Too easy. Got to give the credit to the linemen on that one. They made a huge gap for him to run right up. Went untouched into the end zone.
They'll start it early, as they have tended to do, although they've already wasted 5.5 minutes. They're down to 5.5 minutes. They've wasted 6.5. Tiger Pride marching band does their
They
thing.
run that same motion play, yep.
It will not be Dawson with the ball. I'm trying to figure out who will come up with it. I think it might have been.
That was the same formation. They just handed it off to the guy in the backfield instead of the motion man.
I believe it was Marty Lokri, the fullback. And the defense will set up. Noah Marion, Jaden Krupa, and Braden Grachowalski will trot onto the field, along with Brady Courier and Noah Hambley. I believe that's all the players who weren't previously on the field. So the greatest kicker in South Hadley history, Ryan Poirier.
That's a bomb.
You know, he's surprisingly good at kicking.
You got to him.
And it'll be Cruz Guzman who got that one.
Short of the third.
Kickoff taken by number 83, Cruz Guzman. Stopped by number 12, Noah Marion.
So Justin, we've seen that both running and passing has been effective for these Ludlow Lions. Just what do you think they're going to go for the first play here?
First play, first down, they're going to run the ball. Set up the rest of the drive. See if the Tigers blitz again.
So the snap taken.
Blitz one linebacker
He's
again.
set down for a loss there by Noah Marion.
Exact same outcome as all the other runs on the last drive.
Carried by number 29, Mark Marino. Stopped by 72, Jeff Hill. Ramos.
Who else to stop him but the defensive specialist Jasiel Ramos, linebacker this evening. He is playing. He was not a defensive starter. I'm surprised. They're going to hand it off to Marino again, but he's taken out for a loss again by Ramos.
They keep blitzing Ramos, and he's going to keep tackling the run until they decide to throw the ball. Looks like the Tigers are changing their formation.
Yeah.
They're probably going to drop both linebackers instead of blitzing.
Looks like a third and maybe 16 or 17, because they've had a couple losses of yards.
Third and long like this, if they run the ball, you're just trying to make sure they don't get to the first down.
So our graphics are a little spotty tonight, but it's still 6-0 South Hadley as they missed the extra point attempt. Snap taken. He's going to try a pass there. That'll be incomplete to McKenney Jr.
Soderbaum gave plenty of room off the line. Weird play call to run a slant route that only goes 5 yards on 3rd and 15, but the only option he had.
Now, Justin, did you ever play football?
I did not. I played flag football, but I watch a lot of football.
You and me both. Justin, I know you're playing out your golf season now, but personally I think you excel in baseball, so we'll have to see some of that if we cover baseball this spring,
course.
which we hope to. I won't say too much, but apparently I've heard you can be a pitching option for this upcoming season.
For sure, for sure.
Saw a little bit of you last year, and you're certainly stellar in those outings that you had. We're excited to see you.
I am too.
Continue to blossom this upcoming season. Speaking of pitching options, the quarterback, Burke Belsky, is also a pitching option. Lefty.
Gives the lefty in the rotation. That's huge.
You know, you don't see a lot of lefty quarterbacks in high school football. And, you know, Burke seems to be doing just fine where he is. Sends for motion on Hebeth. He won't give it to him.
Ooh.
That'll be Owen Dawson. Will try to get off on a run here. He's going to be taken down on the 40 or the 45.
They're going to keep running that jet sweep until it doesn't work. It is yet to be stopped.
First down, ball for Ludlow, 45-yard line.
So a decisive first down there for South Hadley.
And it's going to be the same formation again. Julius and Dawson.
But it'll be Noah Marion who gets it. Will get, unfortunately, only 6 yards. There are flags on the play. Now, we did have intentions to give some form of coverage to the golf match earlier, as it was senior night for the golf team. Justin, how did that play out, if you have any recollection there?
We won. We got the win. Not sure what the score.
Face mask penalty against Ludlow. 5-yard penalty added to the end of the play. He's up the first down, ball to Ludlow, 35-yard line.
Face mask penalty on Ludlow. Gonna move up the Tigers.
35-yard line is where they'll start off for a new set of downs here.
In a new formation. Go to the pitch.
Not the only type of pitch Belsky throws. But
they're gonna keep running the ball until it doesn't work. No need to throw it right now.
Tripped up by number 80, Daniel McKinney. Good for South Hadley, first down, ball to 25-yard line.
So we got 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. Definitely a much slower scoring game than we expected. If I'm going to be perfectly honest, I expected the Tigers to at least have 8 points by now. But that extra
quarterback
point didn't end up
Bird.
working there.
Did he fumble at the end?
And it's recovered
He was
by,
down.
I think it was recovered by Ludlow.
Carried by number 16, Burke Belsky. By number 25,
Oh, he was down.
Yeah, I was gonna say he was definitely down. Great run by the quarterback. This is where the linemen need to step up. Create any gap they can if they run the ball. Wouldn't be surprised.
Couldn't have said it better myself, Justin. Snap to Belsky. Handed off to Lokri. And he's in.
Right in.
Scot-free there. He gets in for another touchdown.
Lineman once again.
Make it 12-0 South Hadley.
Right at the goal line, they create any gap they can. Lokri goes untouched.
Now make another attempt for the 2-point. Hopefully this time they'll execute a little better than the last time. take it. Belsky's going to hand off there. And he's in. So
that formation has yet to fail. They send one man in motion, either Julius or Owen. One of them goes in motion. They either take it on the sweep or they hand it off, fake it, and hand it off to the running back.
So with exactly a minute left, Tigers ahead 14-0. And there's a little commotion amongst the crew here. One of our good friends and cameramen for the South Hadley Sports Network, Ryan Nikovic, is in attendance at tonight's game. Ryan, if you're watching this back, they love you.
He plays hockey.
He does play hockey.
Fun fact.
He had a game today. Don't know if they won. So, Ryan Poirier for the kick again. This one's higher than usual.
Bounces, it gets through.
And it'll be Daniel McKenney getting to it.
It's going to work out for South Hadley. They let it bounce. Takes a big hop deep into Ludlow territory.
Just a tad bit under a minute left. You know, the Tigers haven't been using much of Jaden Krupa this year. And I know last year he played a little bit big of a role, but this year I have only seen him on kicking plays.
Really? That's surprising. He's a big guy.
I think they used him well last year, but this season they're doing things in the front office and they're doing things with this coaching staff, and it's working.
Whatever's best for the formations they want, I guess.
Another handoff. That'll be Marino. We'll get some good yardage there. Looked like it might be good, or at least close to a first down. It will be a first down.
Ludlow first down. 28-yard line.
See if Ludlow can get something rolling.
We're changing formation here a bit. I'll move it up. Not too big of a gain there for the Ludlow carrier.
That should run out the quarter.
As the final second passes, we are done with the first. After the quarter, Tigers lead 14-0. And we will step aside for a brief break. So at the start of the second quarter, the Tigers already ahead 14-0 over the Ludlow Lions. And we do have a special guest joining us. Another member of the crew here at South Hadley Sports Network, Caden Drowan. Dro, how you doing tonight?
Doing great. How are you, Brady?
I'm doing okay myself. So, Dro, we've seen a pretty run-heavy offense from these Tigers so far. What are you thinking going into the second quarter?
I think we need to stay strong with our defense, because our defense is what's holding us in right now.
That was a nice catch.
As we give there's been a couple plays where we've given up some good yardage, but we bounced back with a couple stops.
Brings up a third down and 8.
Joe, just one more quick question before we hand the mic back to Justin. How did you play in the golf match today? And if so, how'd you do?
I did play in the golf match. I shot a 41. Not bad.
Respectable. And you did win. You know what the final score was?
162 to 172.
That's fantastic for the seniors. So thank you so much for joining us on the broadcast.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
I'm going to hand it back off to Justin. Dro's a great guy.
South Hadley golf legend right there.
Justin.
He claims that he's better than Justin. Justin's also on the golf team.
I have beat him multiple times for the record.
No lie.
There is no gain there.
Just going to put that in
A
there.
fourth down and a loss of a yard. Great work from these South Hadley Tigers.
4 on the play. Brings up a 4th down and 12, ball to 26-yard line.
So, as most teams in our league do, they're going to go for it on 4th down.
This might be a punt. It's definitely a punt.
It's a punt.
Dawson's going to recover. Oh, he fumbled it. Fall on it. Oh, it goes out.
And that punt goes out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
Just couldn't handle the football there.
It's unfortunate.
Luckily got out of bounds. No harm done. We're going to see if they come out in that same formation they've been running.
You know, Justin, I obviously wouldn't be surprised if it's been working for them so far. I wouldn't be surprised if they just continue.
Yeah, this Ludlow defense has not been good so far. They've been running the same jet sweep play.
It's like Madden.
It's kind of like Madden. You find that one play that works, and big stiff arm there. Flag comes
Flag there. It was Julius Hebens.
That's going to be a horse collar tackle.
What is your opinion on Josiel's tackle just at the end of the first quarter where the guy was pretty darn good tackle?
Well, Josiel is clearly the Tigers' best defensive player. I believe he still leads the team in all defensive stats. But, you know, every tackle out of him, you're expecting to be a big one, and that one was just exceeding expectations.
15 yards.
And we do have a new player on the play.
New personnel.
We have a couple, actually. I believe this is one of Brady Courier's first offensive snaps of the game, and also Nate McMain's, a sophomore. Good friend of ours, friend of the show.
I also saw Brody Keller coming in from the sideline.
Oh, Brody Keller, a freshman.
Number 20, another freshman.
Brody Keller is number 23, Justin, so your eyes might be deceiving you there.
My spreadsheet must be wrong.
Number 20 I have, there is no number 20.
Look at that.
And Owen Dawson gets a big carry there.
Another big carry.
That's carried by number 4.
So Justin, on the spreadsheet, the B column is numbers. The other column is just nothing. So there is no number 20 on the team in general.
Did not know that. That is my bad.
That is a communication error on both of us, and we will work on that in the future. So Ethan Haber will line up as a center. Missed a lot of last season with injury. He's back and better than ever for his senior year.
They're going to throw the ball.
He snaps. Belsky.
Wide open.
Pass to the tight end, Brady Courier. He'll get past the defense, across the pylon for... Is that a touchdown? He's down at the 1.
Gain of 17 on the play, brings up a 1st down.
The 10. I have a really bad vantage point. This whole football broadcast that we've been trying to do has been nothing but a reality check for me. I'm learning that I'm not as good as I thought I was at play-by-play calls. Justin, what do you think about that?
I disagree, Brady. You're great.
Quit feeding my ego.
Look at these linemen creating the gaps.
Noah Marion will take it to the house for an easy touchdown. And it'll make it 20-0 South Hadley with 9 and change to go.
Too easy for them.
Second quarter.
Creating space like no other team we've seen. We did see our first throw on that drive from Belsky.
Did.
And it was great.
It was effective.
Conservative. Short pass to Courier, tight end.
Tall, lanky guy. Great for those sort of quick plays. And the extra point attempt, or the two-point attempt, is good with sophomore Nate McMahons. And that'll make it a
McMahons, wow.
22-0 football game.
Love to see that.
By number 19, Nathaniel McMahons is good. Score with 9 minutes and 10 seconds.
His full name is Nathaniel,
South Hadley 22.
It sure is,
Ludlow
Brady.
0.
as the PA would tell you. I am doing my best to fill the air here.
I wouldn't be surprised if they don't go to Courier again on the next drive. Tight end is always reliable. Biggest receiver on the field.
We do see another new player lining up on this kick play. Number 15, Ray Faginski IV. Got a couple snaps at quarterback in the last game. Unfortunately, it was sort of a hectic situation where he was thrown into the game. He didn't do all that fine.
It was. They got backed up onto the one. Not the spot you want to put your freshman quarterback in, but he made the best of it.
Yeah, and credit where credit is due. I mean, he's a freshman,
Taken by number 80, Daniel McKenzie.
making his first
Stopped by number 72, Josh
plays on varsity. And he did what he could with it.
33-yard line.
It's tough when your first snap is on your own 1 yard line.
That too.
Got to get rid of it quick.
And Cody Baker will come back under center. Sophomore this year. Or no, I lied, junior.
See if Ludlow gets desperate, starts throwing up prayers. Or they might just continue to run. They've run that same go route on the far side. It almost worked the second time.
Wouldn't be surprised if they do throw at some point here, as they do make effective throws. And I believe that is Josh Marino coming back into traffic.
Another fake sweep. Both teams running that. It's a long developing play. When you got two linebackers blitzing, long developing play, especially a run, is not what you want to see.
Absolutely right, Justin.
Got absolutely blown up right at the line of scrimmage.
The snap is taken.
Getting pressure.
In motion, he will look back and throw pretty much straight down onto the ground for a completion there. So it'll be a third and 14?
Around there.
Something like that.
Tigers defensive line and linebackers continue to force the quarterback to move when they throw.
Affirmative.
They called roughing the passer.
Oh, you're kidding me.
Don't know how I feel about that. Nope. It's on Ludlow. It's intentional grounding. That's what it is.
Oh.
I was going to say, there's no way that could have been roughing the passer. No receiver. No receiver was in the area, so that's going to be grounding every time.
Cody Baker takes the snap. He's looking for a pass there. He's going to get it, but it's fumbled.
Just dropped.
Dropped, yeah.
Second drop of the game for Ludlow receivers.
Just unfortunate.
They've dropped 2 out of 3. First one was promising, but
Los
yes.
Leones have not looked all that great tonight.
That is true. It's been a downhill slope for Ludlow receivers.
Pero Los Tigres. Muy bien.
Muy.
We're working on a bilingual broadcast. Justin speaks fluent Norwegian. Isn't that right, Justin?
It is not, unfortunately.
Punch is blocked.
Loose in the end zone.
That's a touchdown for Noah Marion.
Touchdown. The first punt of the game from Ludlow. I was wondering if they were going to bring the heat. They didn't, but they brought it on that one.
Shout out to Norway.
Norway sounds like a great place.
Just one of those places that's sort of on my bucket list to
For sure.
attend someday.
They're going to line up to go for 2. See if they'll run the same play they have been the whole time.
So 28-0. With still over 8 minutes to go in the half.
Belsky's going to run it, and that got blown up.
Just an unfortunate turn of events there, but Tigers still way ahead.
By number 16, Bert Belsky's no good. Stop by number 66, Daniel Kurtka. So our score with 8:06 to go in the first half. South Hadley 28, Ludlow 0.
The boot of the century, Ryan Poirier.
I can definitely tell the kicks have improved since last week.
So
We saw him practicing his kickoffs and punts in the pregame warm-up.
that we did, Justin.
Kickoff is
Yeah,
taken.
We sure did, and he's been pretty good.
Stop by number 12, Noah Marion. Ludlow ball first down.
Looking like a very similar defensive setup to what we've seen so far in this game.
Well, they've been blitzing both linebackers, and Ludlow definitely sees it. They've been trying to throw, but their receivers have continued to drop passes.
So we will have a new defensive lineman come in. It's a freshman, Roberto Melendez,
Love that move.
a fan favorite,
Plays with passion.
as well as another freshman on the play, Lincoln Belsky, number 17. And of course, Noah Hambley, number 13.
Another sweep to fake.
Pass is blocked there by Marty Locree.
Knocked away by number 34.
It looked like he was almost trying to go for a one-handed catch there. It's a little tough when you're not wearing receiver's gloves. But sometimes it's less about what you were going for and more about what you actually ended up doing. In that case, he executed a pretty perfect block.
Quarterback might have been expecting him to blitz there. He dropped back. Easy deflection. Could have been intercepted.
So score correction on the golf match from earlier was 161 to 172 in favor of South Hadley over Hopkins Academy, I believe. And he'll be taken down
By number 17,
for a third down there.
It's a new play we haven't seen.
Was that the quarterback?
I believe it was. Quarterback taking off for Ludlow.
So some type of scramble or sneak or whatever you rather call it.
That would be a sneak.
Sneak, yeah.
First time we've seen that. Did not work out. Ludlow just trying to put any points on the board at this point.
And just a touch over 7 minutes to go in the half. The Tigers still way ahead, 28 to nothing. Baker the snap. Looks over his options. He's going to find, or he's going to try to find.
Tried to check down to his running back, but
Josh Marino, yes, but
terrible pass. He could not haul that in.
clearly unsuccessful there.
Well short of his running back.
We have a celebrity sighting.
That coach, Burke, of the golf team and JV baseball, in the house.
Jason Burke, friend of the show. Just an incredible coach, teacher, and person. And we're very excited to be... I heard rumor that we might be having him on the broadcast this evening.
Might be joining us.
So stay tuned for the second half for that. And another punt here. It's going to be effective. And Julius Hebens drops it, but he recovers his own drop. And he won't get very far.
And another fumble.
Another fumble.
Tigers have already muffed 2 punts in this game.
Fumble on a play recovered by number 4, Owen Dawson.
Wouldn't be surprised if that's implemented into the next practice.
He's right in front of us, isn't he?
He is.
So, according to our sources, we will be having Coach Burke on for the second half, for part of the third quarter. As Burke-Belsky will continue to line up under center to no one's surprise. Calls for motion there from Julius Hebens. He won't hand it off to him. It'll be to Owen Dawson, who will gain enough yardage for a first down.
They're starting to run variations of that same formation.
Or no, it's a 2nd and 1. So I really need to stop lying to you guys.
Motion man ran behind the quarterback instead of in front of him this time.
Oh, we have some type of penalty on Ludlow. And we will gain. It is a first down. Oh, it's a first down. They're just calling it a first down. I just thought we gained.
Get some new personnel come out for the Tigers.
Motion from Noah Marion. Snap taken, almost dropped there. A pass to Courier is incomplete. So, Burke's going to have to be cautious of those passing plays as the quarter continues to wind down. We have 5:52 remaining. Justin, over the first half, what have you liked and what have you disliked?
I've liked the run game. They've been running one formation majority of the plays, and it has yet to be stopped on any of their drives. I would like to see a little more passing now. They've got a big lead. Test out the quarterback.
This is the kind of time where you can afford to do that. Belsky hands off to Marty Locher, and that's going to be a tackle for a loss.
That might be the first negative play for the Tigers out of that formation.
It's unfortunate, but not unexpected. We did expect the Lions to do something in this game. I mean, that first drive wasn't all that bad with that great passing play.
They had something rolling the first drive, and it has since been silent.
Just unfortunate for these Ludlow Lions. Snap taken by Belsky. He's going to pitch it to Owen Dawson. We'll get across the first down line.
Gets it up the middle.
Across the defense. He's off to the races. To the 10, the 5, the 1. Touchdown.
Explosive run from Dawson.
As soon as he got through that defense, they were pulling at his ankles.
The lineman got downfield quick.
He was off to the races, and those linemen, yeah. Everyone's great blocking, making their way down the field at record pace.
Linemen don't get enough credit.
To any linemen out there, we have all the respect for you.
That's right. Made their way downfield. Gated space.
So, Justin, what do you think about maybe seeing a pass for this one?
I would heavily doubt it, but
I concur.
you never know.
The defense is going to crowd the end zone, I'm sure. Really hard to find open space. Motion from Dawson. They'll hand off to Locher, the fullback, and he's in scot-free.
Huge gap.
Huge.
It's the line all night.
Just incredible blocking there. So 36 for the Tigers, and not a single point registered by these Ludlow Lions. Justin, I'm worried that the only way that these Ludlow Lions are going to get on the board this evening is maybe, just maybe, if they push us into our own end zone. Because their D line is fine. It's just about those corners and safeties.
Safety's pretty rare, but we'll see.
Would you rule it out completely to maybe see some type of safety this game?
You can never rule anything out completely, but safety doesn't happen every game.
Maybe by the end of the night, we'll say screw it. We'll see a field goal.
Maybe.
As Daniel McKenney does not gain all that many yards there.
Not sure who Ludlow's kicker is, but
I don't think they have one.
that's probably the case.
But wouldn't it be so cool if they did?
South Hadley's got a kicker.
Ryan Port.
His name, Ryan Port.
You know,
He's
last week in the Taconic game, Noah and I were talking about, what if Taconic seems like the kind of school to have kick team. Big school, a lot of kids, trade school, so they're real gritty players. Wouldn't they be the type of team to have kick team?
Like a special teams?
Special teams, yeah.
Yeah.
A designated punt returner.
You have enough kids who want to play.
There's another pass.
It's
intercepted by Dawson. And he's going to look to take it to the house.
Got blockers.
He's across the defense. Pick 6, South Hadley.
It's the Dawson show tonight. Once again.
Well, of course, I mean, when it's a team that's not entirely stellar and you've got Owen Dawson, you know he's going to want to show off. He's still looking to commit to a college. I think he's striving for some type of low D1.
Could be. We've yet to talk to him about that. Something to think about.
We had talked about it. We think that his floor is mid D2. His ceiling is high D2, low D1. What do you think about that?
That sounds great. I would love to see that.
I think the only D1 athlete that South Hadley produced last season was for track. That was Emma Sanford, who went to D1 Lehigh. And they're saying she could have went higher in D1, but she decided to stick to Lehigh for the academics. That's 2 point is not good.
Another past South Hadley player. Football team, Hunter Carey. Playing college ball now. Dean Carey's son, the defensive coordinator.
Is Meg Carey a part of that family? South Hadley basketball player?
I am unaware.
If that's the case, then they have quite the family for South Hadley Athletics. As Meg Carey was an incredible point guard in that Final Four run that the girls basketball team made a couple years back. So Ryan Poirier again to kick, and we have some more new players. We can see Brody Keller, Darius Jelina's first play of the game, as well as Brennan Whalen on the play. And Ray Faginski. So we're seeing some more of those underclassmen, young guys come in.
Yep.
And it's early.
They've been putting them in on kickoffs.
And you know,
Now's the time.
they have the ability to execute that because they're up 42-0. And they've still got just a tad under 5 minutes to go in this quarter, in this half. So Brendan Whalen will stay on, so will Roberto Melendez.
Start seeing some younger faces.
Young faces, new places.
Super important to put them in varsity game situations.
Handoff there to Marino. Decent game there, looked to be
Carried by number
3 or 4
29,
yards.
Josh Marino. Stopped by number 12, Noah Marion.
You got to give him credit where credit is due wherever you can here, because this is, as expected, the South Hadley Football Clinic. But
Wish we could do high school fantasy.
wouldn't that be
Owen
incredible?
Dawson would probably be at about 70 points right now.
I'd say he goes probably number 3 overall, entire division.
Probably. If not one.
Well, maybe division-wise 1. Statewide, I think he's going at least top 20.
For sure. He's the center of the offense.
So Josh
And making plays on
Marino
defense, too.
will take that snap. It'll be a 3rd down. 3rd and 9, I want to say.
Carried by number 29, Josh Marino. Stopped in the backfield by number 67.
And I might add, we do have another celebrity sighting. I believe I see South Hadley's legendary chemistry teacher, Coach Benoit.
Coach Benoit.
If you go to South Hadley High School and you have the pleasure of taking a Coach Benoit class, you know exactly the kind of euphoria that we talk about experiencing when you step into that classroom. It is a whirlwind of learning in Coach Benoit's class.
We love Coach Benoit around here.
Just an incredible guy, incredible class. And the fumble there, recovered by Cody Baker.
Another high snap.
Fumble on the play recovered by number 7.
So it'll be a 4th and a loss. So I take it they're going to have to punt here.
Loss is 7, brings up a 4th down and 16, ball at the 33-yard line.
So quote that, put that on a t-shirt. Coach Benoit creates academic euphoria.
I would buy that t-shirt.
It sells out in the first 20 minutes.
Make a whole merch line of that.
You know what else creates academic euphoria, Justin? Bill Nye the Science Guy.
That is a throwback.
And there is a punt. They're going to let it roll. And Bert Belsky on the sidelines is going to try and go for it. He did not get it.
First down and room,
1:36 to go in the first half. Tigers way ahead, 42-0.
That's why Burke plays quarterback and not punt returner.
Okay, Justin. This is a bigger deficit than we saw at the end of the first half against Taconic. And Taconic's offense, I'm going to say it was less competitive, I think, than this Ludlow offense. So I don't know how they ended up scoring more points than this Ludlow team has.
Still going with Belsky at quarterback.
They'll call for motion from Hebenth, and he will take the ball.
Big run.
And up and over the 50. He's headed toward the 30. He's trying to get around the traffic. He jukes him out. It'll be taken down somewhere around the 27.
Player down.
There is a player down.
Carried by number 2,
On Ludlow. There, that's 29. That's Josh Marino, if it's him. But I honestly not got a number, so we
One of the
will
guys who's been having a good game for Ludlow.
take a quick step aside to give him some privacy. So it was not who we expected it to be. It was number 83. That is Cruz Guzman. Had a running play early in this game. Just unfortunate that he got injured there, and we do hope for his recovery soon. So they will come back into formation. Belsky's still under center.
Formation. They're going to run him in motion. There he goes. Goes behind this time. To the running
Marion.
back.
He'll come across, and he's taken down by his ankle there. Looked like, yes, it will be a first down.
I have to say the tackling for Ludlow has been poor tonight. Absolutely poor.
Not a lot to write home about for Ludlow this evening. They're definitely trying their best, but
They are, but
unfortunately they're just not.
just can't compete with the South Hadley Tigers.
So we do have word that we are getting Coach Jason Burke on for part of the third quarter. Then coming into the fourth, we will have a third commentator, Caden Drowan, who you heard a little bit from earlier this broadcast. And Marty Lockery's jersey will come off of his shoulder pad there, as the clock will likely wind down here. 5 seconds. They're not going to rush to make another play. And that's our first half. South Hadley 42, Ludlow 0. We're going to step aside and let the Tiger Pride marching band take you away. So we're back for the second half here. Tigers way ahead of the Ludlow Lions, 42-0. So I have been informed that we will be playing with a running clock for the second half. And Justin, we've got a special guest on the broadcast. Why don't you, as the golfer in the room, introduce him?
Coach Burke. Here he is. How's it going, guys?
Coach,
Great.
you know, you've been golf coach for a while now. You've been JV baseball coach. Have you seen much around the game of high school football?
Well, Brady, I actually played 4 years of high school football in high school.
Oh, you're kidding.
Yeah, not a lot of people know that.
I honestly did not know you played high school football.
Yep. I played quarterback. I was on the graduated in 2010. So some would say the golden age of South Hadley football.
What were the stats looking like?
Just dodging my question.
They were pretty solid. That's all I'll say.
Good to hear.
Now, Coach Burke, I have a bit of a loaded question here for you. You know, obviously golf and baseball require a lot of coordination and a lot of skill. What do the skills of football have to do to translate either onto the diamond or onto the links?
So you're saying translating from football to
Other sports.
Other sports. Well, football is a lot about discipline. You have to, know your assignment, know your rule. You have to have good physical fitness. And football is a lot of reaction, which works well on the baseball diamond if you think of playing defense and hitting. And then in terms of golf, I think the mental side of football and kind of the determination it takes helps a lot with the game of golf.
Well said. As we get set to start the second half, I have received a text from a colleague of Coach Burke's, Coach Ben Sabs, from the baseball team. He said that you were QB1 and you were the GOAT. You put a GOAT emoji in there.
Wow.
It's high praise.
I'll let Ben speak for me then.
So, I take it Coach Sabs is watching at home. Shout out to him and his wonderful family.
We love
Great
Coach Sabs
family.
here.
Emmett and Cooper. Great kids.
I think I heard Emmett was a little under the weather today, so shout out to Emmett. Hope you're feeling better. That's what I heard through the grapevine.
He was goofing around last night at the soccer game, and he looked great playing football. So, what is he, like class of 2036? Something like that? Got a long way to go, but and I'm kind of vamping here. They're going to get set here. South Hadley elected to receive this half, so they will start with ball.
And Brady, as I filled you in earlier, 42 points in the third quarter. We will have running time for the remainder of the game, regardless of if that deficit has shrunk at all. Speaking of football knowledge, I actually also ref high school football. This is one of my rare off nights because of our home golf match today.
You know, I did know that you refed, so I don't know where my mind went when I was talking about that. So we are getting compliments from Coach Sabs. So again, shout out to them as the Ludlow Lions get set to punt here. And it seems as though we do have some younger guys on the field. Ray Faginski, Noah Hambley, Lincoln Belsky. And that's just what I can see. They are all freshmen this year.
See if we get a change at quarterback.
Ooh, we might.
Little squib
Very
kick.
short kick. It's recovered by freshman Ray Faginski the fourth. Took a couple snaps in the last game, and unfortunately they didn't go his way. Mikey Sabula coming out now. Darius Jelinas, Braden Grachowalski, as well as number 77, who I don't have a name for, Alex Slaughter, the freshman. Roberto Melendez is still out there, I believe. And I do believe we have a new person under center. It's Ray Faginski. He's going to hand off to Noah Hambley. Hambley's able to get through the defense.
Some freshmen.
Looks like we got a first down here.
I believe so. So that was freshman to freshman handoff. So we do hope this is a better outing for Ray. Now, Coach Burke, I think you'll be having Ray on your JV squad next year, so
Well, looking forward to it.
yeah, pay good attention to him. And Nate McMains will take the handoff there, and negative yardage for him. Just unfortunate coupled with the last game, as he did have a fumble in the end zone.
See if they let Faginski air one out here.
With a lead that they have now, nothing would surprise me. I mean, again, we don't think they're going to kick a field goal, but again, Brody Keller now back out on the play. Motion from Nate McMains. He almost
Little quarterback keep.
interfered. You don't go very far with that. It'll be a 3rd and 13, or 14.
I think if you are going to see a pass here from the Tigers, this would be a great chance for them to test out their younger quarterback. Although we do have a pretty large lead here.
A lot of smaller guys, a lot of skinnier
Let's
guys.
spread it out here.
He is going to try a pass. Brody Keller's there for it, and he's picked off by Daniel McKinney. And he's going to get knocked out of bounds by Darius Jelinas.
Wasn't a terrible throw at all.
Oh, not whatsoever.
Receiver kind of faded away from it.
So Faginski to Keller. Now going back to baseball, I know we keep going back to baseball, but these two have been playing for a while now. They played together with you, Justin, in when they were in 7th grade and you were in 8th.
They did.
And they played together last year, the 8th grade team. They made it all the way to the finals and unfortunately lost that to, I want to say, Northampton. But they're getting that same chemistry tonight. And another new player on the field, sophomore Adrian DeBeer, who had a fumble recovery last game. And they're going to have him rush here. That's Davion Rodriguez, a wide receiver and a junior. So that'll be 7-yard gain.
Number 13, Noah Hambley. Number 17, Lincoln Belsky. 6 on the play.
6.
Second down and 4, ball at the 31-yard line.
So
See if Ludlow wants to pass here.
Cody Baker still under center, proven successful on a couple pass attempts this game. I believe he's had 2 completions.
Looks like we got twins right here. Gonna run up the middle. Busting the outside.
It'll be Josh Marino. And he's gonna, is he gonna get in?
Touchdown.
That's a touchdown for Ludlow. You know, honestly, as much as I'm rooting for the Tigers in this game, it's just been so one-sided that I'm happy to see some scoring from the other side.
Little spread look here for the 2-point conversion.
Calls motion. And he'll
Big
hand
sweep
off.
again.
He'll hand off again to Marino. That is good. So Josh Marino, a lone bright spot on this relatively dark Ludlow team. So it's 42 to 6 or 8. Because the scoreboard says 6, but...
Should be 8. They got the 2-point conversion there.
Yeah.
Yes. So whoever's keeping track of the scoreboard.
What do you think, Brady? Will we see an onside kick here? I know it's pretty out of reach, but probably worth a shot from Ludlow here.
It's definitely possible. I mean, nothing's impossible, but with the way that these Tigers on the front lines can move, I don't think they'd risk it to just get...
Their last kick was some form of onside / squib.
Yeah, it looked like kind of a squib last time. That might be the style they use regardless. Kind of another squib.
There it is.
Noah Marion can't get to it, so it'll be Lincoln Belsky, and he'll slide into it there.
Smartly slides down there. That was a good decision.
Belsky's another player that you will likely have as a freshman for JV next year.
Yes. Looking forward to it.
Now, just thinking back to the baseball season, you and I talked a little bit about the development of JV players going into varsity. And that was at Cooperstown, and you said a lot about seeing their mentality change. Does the same thing apply in this football world?
Yeah, it's, you know, anytime you can get a lead like this and allow your younger guys to get a taste of Friday night lights is always good, as we see a run break here.
The pitch to Hadley is good for the 41-yard line.
Good 20-plus yard run there by Noah. Yeah, any chance you can get, you know, to get comfortable under the lights before it's actually, you know, your time to shine. I know for me that was huge. Any opportunity I got to play when we're in, you know, leads like this, it just makes you more comfortable when it's actually, you know, your turn to step up.
It could be the most, you know, irrelevant game scenario, but, you know, you're still getting varsity minutes, and that's something to talk about. Pitch there to Belsky, and he's brought down for a loss of yards there. That's going to set them back about 10.
Yeah. The game is in hand, but to these younger guys, it means a lot to be able to be out there on a Friday night and get these reps.
Certainly. And with the running clock, we're already starting to wind down here, as we've got just 3 and change to go before the end of the third quarter.
Same formation again.
Not surprised, and I think it's Noah Hadley trying to get through this defense, and they'll come up a few yards. So it'll be a 3rd, and I want to say that's a 3rd and 8. Or no, a 3rd and 6.
Looks like a 3rd and 17, Brady.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not great at math.
So 3rd and 17, we could see the Tigers go to the air here, try and pick it up. They come out twins formation to the right-hand side.
Motion.
Takes the pitch.
Gonna fake it.
Looks a little bit like a broken play there.
Well, it looked to be kind of a QB sneak from Faginski. Didn't go very far, so.
Pressure got to him.
And there is somebody
Injury
down
timeout.
on the field. It's Braden Krachowalski. I don't think the injury's all that major. He's certainly limping, but he's already off the field, or he's already up and working his way off the field, so great perseverance from him, and we hope that he gets better. It's the toughest part of sports, whether it be the loss or the injury. Football is a game of ups and downs. Textbook definition tells you football is a game of downs, but there's a lot of ups too.
BC plays football and hockey. 2 physical sports. That'll catch up to you.
I've received word at one point that he played goalie once for hockey, and he did not let in a single goal. Ray Faginski takes the snap. He's going to get a pass going. Noah Hambley makes the catch for a first down.
Nice,
Can't make the catch.
Nice confident throw there from Ray, too.
Ball to Ludlow, 25-yard line.
Definitely.
It's always good after an interception to be able to bounce right back, and he showed it right there.
So Ray's confidence is certainly a good thing to have on varsity. They're lining up with a few backs. It'll be Lincoln Belsky who gets it for a gain of maybe a yard or 2. Looks like a gain of 2.
Carried by number 17, Lincoln Belsky. Stopped by number 10, Ryan Burton.
As we enter the final minute of the third quarter.
Gain of 2 on the play brings up a second down and 8. Ball to 23-yard line.
Noah, stop babbling. Oh my God.
So this will be Noah Hambley running again, and he will certainly
First down.
It'll be a first down with 30 seconds remaining.
Carried again by number 13, Noah Hambley. Stopped by number 80.
So I will remind you that another commentator, Caden Drowan, will be coming on
15-yard line.
for the end of the second half. And as we get set to wrap up the third, Coach Burke, we really do appreciate you coming on the show.
I appreciate you all having me. Can I make a quick pitch for the golf team here in the last?
You know, we
minutes?
tried to do some type of broadcast for senior night tonight, but unfortunately there was some type of equipment error.
Totally fine, but I just want to say that senior day for the golf team will be Monday at 3 against Southwick at the Ledges. I'd love if a lot of people come out and support our great group of seniors. And then we will be competing in the Western Mass Tournament Monday the 23rd at Crestview Country Club in Agawam. So we're really looking forward to that.
So even if we can't get there, best of luck to your team, Coach, and thank you so much for coming on. We'll see you during baseball season.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Well, there you have it. The third quarter is complete. The Tigers still ahead. It's 42-6 now, and we will take a brief step aside. It's the Tigers and the Lions on South Hadley Sports Network, your home for Tigers athletics. Well, as expected, the break was pretty short. Some great work from Coach Burke there. And now we welcome Caden Drowan back to the broadcast. How we doing, Dro?
Doing good. It's good to be back.
So, not very eventful third quarter. No scoring in the Tigers, and this could be something. Noah Hambley is in for a tutty there.
Is that his first varsity touchdown?
Might be.
I think it might be.
Regardless of what it is, it's great.
As a freshman, if it is, that's a big moment.
We did definitely just talk about the importance of getting those varsity minutes young, and that's what we're seeing here. Once again, huge respect to our Tiger Pride Marching Band. They do a great job at every game. Their wonderful leader, Beth Ann Curtis. SHSN has all the respect for them. And it'll be Lincoln Belsky running into the end zone. He'll get the 2-point conversion.
It's been motion all night. Belsky gets the call this time.
So with 11 minutes and 20 seconds to go in our game,
Again,
our score is
great to get those younger players in, give them action, diversify. So, Dro, what have you seen of these younger players so far, and what do you think?
You know, it got to my attention. I started to realize that this is our future varsity football team, and you know, first thing I saw is they can kind of throw the ball. Not gonna lie.
They clearly need more development and more building up, but this will certainly be a team to reckon with. And we have a new kicker, Braden Grachowalski, came out earlier with some type of minor injury.
We saw him in warm-ups.
He did?
Yep. He was practicing his kickoffs and punts in warm-ups.
We have another new player on the field, number 60. I could be wrong. Let me check. That is Logan McClure. Not who I expected it to be, but still great. And Grachowalski sets up pretty dang good kick. Daniel McKenney will get
Breaks it to the
across
outside.
the 50. But it'll be taken out.
kickoff taken by number 80, Daniel McKinney.
But I think Brennan Whalen.
Brennan Whalen. Ludlow will have the ball first down.
Might have just heard Ludlow quarterback say, no huddle. This drive could be an up-tempo drive. At this point, they're probably just searching for anything to get going. Up-tempo might be the way.
They're going to need to start playing some absolutely record-defying football.
It would be a miracle.
It's a good way to put it, Brady.
Yeah. You know what they would need? You know what they need right now? Some athletic euphoria. Not academic euphoria.
They've got something going here.
Hey,
McKenney's off to the races. And it'll be taken down somewhere between the 20 and the 10.
Carried by number 8.
They're moving the chains.
Chased down by number
They are not going up-tempo.
14, Paul Rosenberg. Buckle first down, the ball is now at the 13-yard line.
I don't know why I didn't think to stand up on top of the bleacher to get a better look at yards here. But it definitely looks like it's going to work. In my favor. So it will be a 1st and 10 for these Ludlow Lions. 8 and change to go in regulation.
I think they're going to throw it here.
They have a new person under center.
They did
It's
throw it.
Danny
He's open.
McKenney, and the pass is incomplete for the touchdown.
Once again, wide open in the end zone.
Right through the hands, though.
Another drop pass by Ludlow receivers.
So a 2nd and 10. Daniel McKenney under center now. They're not going with Cody Baker. As Baker does trot in. And
That was a good throw.
Auto. Yeah, it was.
Right in the hands.
Yeah.
I think Ludlow receivers are now 1 for 4 on their catches.
Wonderful.
That's just unfortunate. I think they had 2 completions.
2 for 4.
Whatever it is, it's not good.
2 for 5 because they had 1. I think they had a check down. Snap handed off to Marino. He's going to try to get through the defense. He won't get very far.
Yeah, I think they did have a check down. I'm surprised there haven't been more of those.
29, Josh.
Because South Hadley's been bringing the heat.
Brennan Whalen.
They'll call it a 3rd and goal,
Check
but
down.
they will never, ever try for a field goal.
Brady, you like the uniforms?
Brings up a 3rd down and 5.
I do like those uniforms, for South Hadley at least. I was saying in the last broadcast, I'm honestly not surprised that we haven't been sued by the Cincinnati Bengals yet. But
Every high school has to steal an NFL logo.
Yeah.
There's a lot of high schools that have.
We got the
very
Clemson
similar-
logo at midfield.
Yep.
So
We got on our flags, we've got the Bengal Tiger logo that Cincinnati used to use. I know the Chicopee Pacers, for one of their logos, they used a recolored version of the Chicago Bears logo. I want to say Mahar uses a recolored version of the Ottawa Senators logo. There's a catch in the end zone by McKinney
3 for 6.
for a touchdown.
there you go. Ludlow receivers getting on the board. It's too late, but they got on the board.
It's taken them this long, but they're starting to put together what could be some type of minor comeback so that the deficit isn't as big. Won't be much.
South Hadley corner kind of turned his back on that play. Ludlow took advantage.
I would love to see more field goals in high school football.
Yeah.
We talked about it earlier. We want an all high school kick team.
Like I can picture
They're in the end zone.
Quarterback takes it.
there could be like kids behind the field goal, you know, catching them. And
At this level, you very rarely ever see a kicker, but when you get into D2, D1, high schools, you're going to see a kicker. Maybe even a special teams.
So 5 minutes remaining.
this is by far probably the loudest game so far this year.
The crowd's getting loud right now.
It is.
Great turnout tonight for what we did expect to be an offensive game for these Tigers. So as we get into what will probably be one of the last drives for South Hadley this game, we do want to start doing our research on next week's matchup with the Chicopee High School Pacers.
Another onside recovered.
And that's to be taken.
Down by number 13.
No hands. Did you see his interception
I did last game.
last week? That was.
It was great.
I know.
Just had a great catch.
33-yard line.
So according to Max Preps, they are also 0-4, 0-2 in Suburban North.
Who's
These are the
matchup?
teams. These are the teams you got to execute against.
Is it home or away next week?
We are at Chicopee next week, and then we return home the following week for senior night against Putnam.
Are we doing? You got doing a Thanksgiving Day? All right.
We are doing a Thanksgiving Day game at Holyoke High School. Details on that are to follow, but
Flag comes in.
I'll start on the offense.
False start, South Hadley. Bring up a first and 15. Ball the 28-yard line.
But
Hey, I gotta dig it, guys. You and Brady, you and Justin have matching shoes on, I think.
We do indeed have matching shoes.
his are white, mine are dark gray, but hey, it works. Dro's got what looks to be
And
an
another flag.
Air Maxes.
They're pretty nice.
Thank you. A little dirty, but you know.
False start,
Another false start.
defense or offense. I don't know where my mind went when I said defense.
Keep getting backed up.
Maybe they're trying to run the clock out so they can just put on victory.
What a win. What a win in the books, I think.
Big win. Next week, you got to hope they take care of business against a 0-4 team.
You know,
but
they're hot. They've been hot these last 2 games, putting up 40 to 50 points, so gotta continue it.
They ride out a likely pretty easy schedule. So hopefully Tigers can execute.
What a quick quarter, though. I'll say that.
the running clock really helps.
2 minutes, just a tide under that will be final in this game. South Hadley will get just enough of a gain to put them right along the line of scrimmage.
So Justin, Brady, I'm pretty sure you guys talked about golf when Coach Burke was here.
We did.
A little bit.
So anything said about Western Mass?
I don't think.
Well, we're in,
We are in, definitely.
We are in.
For Western Mass for golf.
and we're going to be there. Once you're in, you never know what happens.
Nate McMahon's carrying the ball. It's up and over the first down line, and he's sent out of bounds.
That's an explosive play by
he is
McMahon.
A
He is
great
limping.
carry for McMahon's. Fresh or sophomore with a lot of promise. Two of his brothers played high school football as well. Jaden's still on the team. And Justin
He
left
did.
the program
He
last
did stop playing baseball though. Jaden, or not Jaden.
It is
Nate.
quite disappointing.
Stop playing baseball.
I know. That's
As the final 37 seconds come out, that will likely be our final
Low
score.
snap, but he gets it to Hambly.
It's looking like
And that
15-16 will be it.
should chew out the final seconds.
what a game. What a
Looks like they could kneel here.
They're going to try and get their JV players one more
what a
snap.
game.
See if they air it out.
Aiden
Hail
Lugo's
Mary.
in.
They are going to air it out.
Pass to Noah Hambly guarantees that game. And it's in the books, folks. South Hadley 50, Ludlow 16. And as we expected, an offensive clinic for these South Hadley Tigers.
Well, boys, you know, it's on to next week.
Yeah,
But we gotta continue.
these are the teams you got to execute on.
Gotta continue.
0-4 teams you have to win. That's what they're doing right now.
They did just that. Before we go, we'd like to give a huge shout out to our crew, Luke Guile, Ryan Nikovic, and Noah Carillon on the cameras. Up in the box with us, the mixer Colin Zaronic, our teacher advisors, Miss Nelson, Miss Foley, Dan Pease from South Hadley Community TV, and my two co-stars here, Justin Moskal and Caden Drowan. And also a huge shout out to Coach Burke for coming on and joining us. But that's going to do it here from the Memorial Turf. Thank you all for watching. For all of us here at South Hadley Sports Network, I'm Brady Deniston, signing off.